Welcome to another live show with Mr.BetonYou. I'm happy you are here today. We got some topics. We got some things to go over. We got some recaps. We got some checking in to do. We got some hanging out to do. So if you're out and about making money, I hope you're being safe. I hope you're making good money. If you're up and you're in your house, your apartment, your crib, wherever, and you got your feet up and you got an iced tea in your hand or a frosty beverage, I hope you're ready for a good show. Now, scammers. Now, obviously there's a lot of that going on all the gig apps, okay? But there's levels and different types of scams out there, okay? I'm not going to get detailed into what's what, but I saw some things today in my market. I've seen other videos, and are they taking over? Like, and this is the funny thing about scammers or scams or hustles. So another word I'm going to use tonight besides scam, because I think sometimes people are just hustling to try to make a buck. And if it's at the disadvantage of another person, that's where there's issues. So we're going to get into some of this. We're going to try to have a nuanced, balanced conversation. And we'll talk about some of the ups, some of the happenings this week that I was a part of. I'll dissect my week, and we'll talk about the week coming up. So hope you guys are ready for a good show. Hit that thumbs up on the way in. I appreciate all the love and support you guys continue to show the Mr.BetonYou channel. Now, the thumbnail that I have, there's a gentleman that I believe he did a TikTok or he did something, and a lot of people reported about it on all different social media outlets. And it's a scam that I was a part of months ago, and I did a video where I got an offer from Pizza Hut, and it was a ranch. One thing arranged, and then the guy called me saying what they do is they place an order for something. In this guy's case, the thumbnail, the gentleman's face I used with the DoorDash little thing, there was like some packets of ketchup or sauces, and that's what these scammers do. So if you're new to DoorDash or any of these apps, scammers will place an order as a consumer for a very small item. And then you will, the valuation's small because they don't even want to spend money when they try to scam you. And they basically call you and tell you they need you to verify yourself, because they'll call on behalf, like they're a DoorDash rep or that they're the merchant, and they'll say, this isn't right, something's happening, can you verify your email and your phone number? And with that information, if you give them that, they could change your earnings info, suck your earnings out, and take your money. Most of us are going to be smart enough to know not to give out that information, but it can be very scary if you think support is calling you, there's an issue, you're on a live order, they're taking advantage of people. They're scamming. They're trying to scam. That's what this guy's case was about, right? And I've been a part of that. Many of you guys might have been a part of that. Appreciate y'all for coming and hit the thumbs up on the way in. But today I was out, and we're going to talk about a few different kinds. I did a short video earlier today. I was out in a parking lot, and I saw a guy playing a violin. And noise, he was playing it, and there was music, and he was playing like popularized music without the words, but he was doing the violin part of it, the instrumental. And I'm thinking, oh, this guy's just pretty cool, right? It's it's neat. And then the more I'm looking at him, I'm like, hold up, what he's moving, it ain't matching. Something ain't right here, right? And some would say he's trying to scam people. He's got a little thing out, people are giving him money or not giving him money, right? And that to me is more like a hustle. Are the scammers winning? Are they taking over, man? How much, like, when is enough with these scamming people? These apps sometimes can scam us by showing us information, not showing us information, saying it's one thing, but it's something else. Have scammers taken over, man? Like, what's going on? Is that the new hustle? Are we in the wrong business? That guy sitting out in that parking lot today, maybe he made a few bucks, $50 or something. Some people gave him money, right? And he didn't have to move anything. He's just out there faking it. Fake it till you can make it. That guy, the scammer that tried to get the guy with the sauce packers, or maybe a scammer that's tried to get you. Or maybe it's the Walmart Spark scammers that are scamming the system. They're hustling. Have they just figured out something that we haven't? Are we the stupid ones? Hold on a second. Hey, babe. Dogs are going. We got a puppy, and this puppy has taken over our house. That's all I'm going to say about that. Are we getting out hustled, man? Should we be trying something different? I'm not saying we need to start scamming. We need to start cheating. We need to start having all these this and that. What I'm saying is, man, I think people around us, we're trying to do the right thing. There's scammers and liars and frauds and snakes around us. And are they winning and we're losing? I don't know. It's a conversation for tonight. Also, in this community, people thought I was scamming. Other people, other content creators, we've had videos made. This guy's a scammer. He's a fraud. He's a liar. He's a snake. We'll be seeing more of that coming up shortly. Hold your breath for that. But man, these scammers, man, what do we do about it? And have you experienced any of that on any of these platforms? What do you think? Let me say hi to the chat before we get the show rolling. What up, Aaron? Aaron says yes. I don't know what he's saying yes to. I asked a lot of questions there. Hold up. Aaron, Nomadic, Dashing Across America, Chuck, what's up, man? Aaron, did you get deactivated on Spark? What happened, man? I got to watch that whole video. I saw the thumbnail. Juan, what up, Eric? Jeff, always a pleasure to see you. Nomadic, Fortnite. I see my man Kevin, Big Carl. What up, bro? Scooter Bud. I see Web Mistress Wyatt. I see Planet. What's up, bro? Saw YouTube Drama Queens video. You gonna discuss that tonight? Not here, but I will on the other channel. Don't worry, Planet. I thought you might like it. That's why I tagged you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Pamela 777. Everybody, if you're here, say what's up in the chat and hit the thumbs up. All right. Can't knock the hustle. You know what? It's funny you say that. I remember having a conversation with some of my cousins and my dad years ago, and we were talking about people that don't have a lot and they hustle. They just got to figure out ways to hustle and survive and make ends meet. And there is a hustler's mentality, and that's looked at as a positive. You're a hustler, right? But you can look at that word in two different ways. Hustler could be looked at as like a positive, like you're a hustler, you're grinding, you're out there making it, right? Other people look at the word hustler like you're trying to hustle me out of something. You're being weird, you're being scammy, you're not being honest. You're being deceptive. You're hustling me out of So there's a few different ways to look at that. Some would even say, hey, if the scammers are making money, they're taking advantage of the stupid people. It's a weird thing, but they're in the apps. They're in my parking lot today. You see them in social media. Everybody's trying to hustle. But is everybody a scammer? I don't know. Older sense is Postmates. Oh, I bet you talking about the sauce packet scam? I guess it probably is. Yeah. All right, let me see who else we got in here. Say hi if you're in the chat. Appreciate y'all for being here. Hit the thumbs up as well. I see my man. I don't know, man. I see Delivering with Carrie. How you doing? Landon, what's up? Video Gamer Brett, what's up? I see any other names I missed. Hidden Facts. What up? Todd, how you doing? Luciano, what's up? Lee, always a pleasure. Noah, how you doing? I think I said hi to Scooter Bud and Eric already. All right. So yeah, I just, I see these things, and I think we have to realize, as a DoorDash person, man, if somebody's calling you asking you for information, obviously we don't give them things over the phone, right? But what do? DoorDash has got to do something about this. When they see an order, because it might not always be a scam. There are times that, that Taco Bell might have missed the 10 packets that the customer needed. And that order needs, that customer still wants their 10 packets, that order can be legit. So you can't look at it and say, it's a scam. People said sauce packets are scams. No, not necessarily. But if you get a phone call and they're saying they're from DoorDash, then you know something's up. If you see a dude in a parking lot, like I did today, playing a violin, and it sounds too good to be true, he's hustling or scamming, however you want to look at it. But these people that are doing these scams, doing these hustles, I think they have one thing in common, mostly. Because even the top guys, the Wall Street boys and girls and all those people, the people that run these big corporations, I think if anything, those are the biggest thieves and scammers and hustlers. But that's white collar crime. People that are doing these scams and trying to do this and trying to hustle, they're usually they're just trying to make it just like you and I, or they're even below us in some levels of pay or social class, if you want to look at it that way. They're not making any money, and they shouldn't. I'm not promoting the scam. I'm not promoting a hustle. But as the world becomes so crazy, as the gig apps become so saturated with different types of people, crazy types of people that come to this for bad reasons, the intentions aren't what they used to be. And we're seeing an uprise in scams. A lot of people think the economy is going to be crap in the next, like 2 years from now. People are really, really, really worried. What happens then? Do we have the opportunities in this kind of work? Are the scammers even more prevalent then? I don't know. It's interesting to think about. 2020, what up, what up, what up? What's up, Hoodie? I see you, man. I've gotten over 80 cash tips this year as of today. $80 in cash tips? Nice, man. Let me see what the chat's saying real quick. Myrtle Beach, what up, Gordon? How you doing? Boston Brand, I will forever refer to myself as a giggle worker now. What's up, Brand? How you doing, man? Jody, how are you feeling? Big Car. Yeah, Big Carl. I know you had something going, running vehicles in the ground for chump change. Isn't where it's at all. Man, I hear you, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy out here. It's crazy out here. Let's see. Everybody put a prayer hands for my man Big Carl. I know he was kind of down a little bit physically. I remember he said something happened to him. I got a W-2 lined up with the great starting pay benefits after 90 days with a week of vacation once I heal from the accident. That's right. It was a car accident, right? I was in the gig economy is a rear view not. Man, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. It's crazy, man. It's tough out here, man. You know, I think we have to remind ourselves of one thing. We are these apps can be predatory, man. Whether it's the scammers trying to get us, the companies, the merchants, the customers. This kind of work is not easy. It ain't for everybody. And it can be defeating at times. We got to deal with a lot. It's not hard. It's not hard to do this, but there's hoops, there's obstacles. There's things we have to deal with that other types of people that just don't have to worry about. Because when you got a W-2, you have protections, you have this, you have a boss that obviously everything falls on them, unless maybe you are the boss, but everybody still has a boss. This kind of work, like, it's on you to go out there and get it. Ain't nobody going to hold your hand. And we have no protections. One line customer or merchant. You know what I got today? I was doing my gig work on Friday. Let's do a little story time. I got an Uber Eats, Emo's Pizza, and I'm going to call them out because y'all know I do that. I can't help. Big Carl's going to know exactly this spot. I've never been to this Emo's before on Uber Eats. I've never been to this Emo's, period, but I know of it. Emo's on Morganford. Big Carl and all my St. Louis peeps out there. And it's right down the street from where my tattoo guy is. And I got it. And it was like $5.63 for like 2 miles. And it was like not dinner time yet, but it was like, I was like, I'm going to do it. Never been to Emo's, whatever. It makes sense. I get there and there's like 8 people working. And you walk in, it's like they got like 2 tables and then like a window to pick up counter. And then you can see the kitchen and the prep line and the oven's right there. And the pizza, I tell her the name. The pizza's, I can see it coming out. She goes, oh, your pizza's there. It's got a couple of minutes. You can see it. It's almost done. So they're going to have to box it up. I'm like, that's cool. All good. No problem. So I get a little anxious sometimes when I do gig work. You know, I like to go, I just get a little, So I know that she just told me that that's my pizza. They're going to box it up. So for some reason, and I share this because it's transparency and don't do this, right? But I did it. I swiped it. I confirmed the pickup. I don't know why. I just did. I was like, it's there. She's going to hand it to me in 30 seconds. Right? Because at this point, the guy's like, he's got the little pizza, what do you call it? The pizza thing. You pick the pizza up and he's got it on there. He's going to put it in the box. I'm like, whoop. Just to be 5 seconds quicker. Like, that way when she hands it to me, I can just walk to the car. He goes to put it in the box. He puts it in the box. He closes it. And I see him looking at the ticket. And he's looking at the other ticket that's up. He's looking at it. And they put something wrong on the pizza. So I see that they're looking at something, and he turns around. This is a different guy, different worker that I talked to a girl, and the girl was like in the back. I initially talked to, and the other guy, and there's another girl looking at the pizza. I'm like, yeah, I think that's mine. The other girl said that was my pizza. I'm here to pick up that pizza for whatever, Joe. He goes, oh, no, it's not. It's not right. This isn't it. This isn't it. We made a mistake or something like that. And not only I get petty and like that, but with merchants, I'm not like that. Unless you give me a reason, I'm not. And he was fine with me. His response was just like, they're busy. I'm like, oh, man, I confirmed I picked it up. That one girl said that was going to be it. He goes, we make mistakes. It happens. Then he said it in a kind of a rude way. I was like, okay, man. I was like, he goes, it's going to be 15 minutes. I was like, I'm not going to wait. I said it just like, I'm not going to wait. And I start walking out. As I'm walking out, this is what he tells me. Get the fuck out of here. And I heard that. And I'm like, what? This dude's tripping. I didn't even do anything wrong, right? Nothing. I was like, nah, I'm not going to wait. I'm going to leave. So he's mad that I'm leaving, I guess. But I didn't cuss that on. So I get to the door and I hear him like, did he really say that? And there's a woman in there and another dude. I walk back. I don't leave all the way. I walk back like, excuse me? What did you tell me to get the F out of here? I said, get the F. I didn't use the curse word. He goes, we make mistakes. I was like, dude, are you good? Like, and I looked at the woman. I was like, did I do something wrong or is he tripping? The girl goes, he's tripping. So I got to call Uber and I got to do the, whatever. I didn't call Uber on them, but I had confirmed and picked it up. Long story short, I had 100% satisfaction in my Uber Eats. You can get rated by the merchant and the customer. I've had 10 ratings. Well, to that point, I had 9, and they were all good, and they were all from customers. So it's 100% satisfaction. My Uber Eats drivers know what I'm talking about. Just like with DoorDash, it's a customer rating, or just any app, they can rate you. Today, I looked, 90%. So I got 9 from the customer, and I got 1 thing from a merchant with a thumbs down. That guy had to thumbs me down. And it tells you, unprofessional or something like that. Huh, that dude thought that me saying I didn't want to wait was unprofessional, and he thumbs me down. I didn't do anything to that man. Anyway, that's not related to tonight's topic, but I thought that was funny. He gave me a thumb. I'm like, really, man? Like, really? And I'm thinking, he's a piece of, like, he's a Friday night. He's busy. They made a mistake. I didn't even go at. I wasn't even mad. Get the F out of here, man. My season, this last month or two has been just weird. Anyways, Quilaya, man, this is a face I needed to see. Hold up, pause. Let me just put that up right there. I need that energy, Quilaya. Mondo, bro, I was like, I didn't do, and I know I can be like, I was not upset. I was just like, I was more disappointed. Like, oh man, she said that was a pizza. And we make mistakes, it's gonna be 15 minutes. I was like, I'm not gonna wait, man. I'm gonna leave. I said it low. I said it just like that. Like, I wasn't rude. I didn't roll my eyes. I know how I can be sometimes. But he would for him to cuss at me, he's like, what, bro? You running a pizza joint? You gonna cuss at a driver? I didn't even do nothing. I came in with my bag. I'm not putting my phone in people's faces, but I know some drivers are like that. And some of these merchants just don't like us. And I get that. But it's like, man, if I was in a bad mood and I wasn't, I would have like had a conversation with him about. I had to check him at least, like, really, man, are you good? Like, what did I? So because I came back in and didn't let him bully me, he gave me a thumbs down. So merchants can rate you. So merchants can rate you. You can get deactivated by having a merchant report you. If you get bad enough ratings, multiple, like, these things can happen. So there's a little teaching lesson for some of us here, right? Cuss at you, then call you. Right. Now, I will say this. I'm assuming that it was that emails that gave me the thumbs down. But I mean, come on. The timing of that is not coincidental, right? I'm making a small assumption, but I'm using my logic, right? I know, crazy. And I didn't like call him to kind of speak to your manager. I just asked him, dude, like, did you cuss at me? Like, I thought, did I mishear something? And I had to look at the lady, this little lady sitting there. And I'm like, did I miss, like, am I tripping? And she goes, nah, he's tripping. That guy was tripping, man. Anyways, what up, Red? How you doing? I've called corporate on a merchant once, Advanced Auto. Ooh, an extremely heavy battery. I asked for help getting it to my car. Might cuss me out. That's crazy. I do a lot of those, or I do those, and they usually have a cart for me. And sometimes I use the cart, sometimes I won't. But most of those times I see a cart. Oh, Mondo, 100%. Yeah. Some merchants don't like us. Absolutely, man. It's hard out here for us sometimes, man. And these scammers don't make it any easy. I mean, it's just everybody's trying to get. Let's just talk. Listen, it seems like everybody's just trying to get over on everybody. You know what I mean? Like, even sometimes even us drivers, let's just be real for a second. Let's talk here. Even us drivers go at each other. We're trying to like up one another and do this and prove this and do that. And we don't look out for each other enough. Merchants, man, most of them are good for us, for me. But sometimes the ones that stick out are the ones that do what the guy at Emos did. Or ones that don't bag things properly. Or have long wait times or just aren't very nice to you. Don't acknowledge us. You know what I'm saying? That's probably the worst. You go to a place they don't even acknowledge your existence. And you don't want to like interrupt, but like you got to interrupt. And then you say something and they're like, oh, they scoff at you. It's like, why are we all battling each other, man? Why are the customers at our throats? We're at the customers' throats. They don't tip. Miserable clowns. I've done it. But they're getting charged crazy amounts. So on some levels, it's like, damn, everybody's being squeezed. Except the companies. They ain't getting squeezed, man. These people are getting their bonuses. They're making their money. They're sitting up in their offices chilling, man. And we're out here in our cars doing what we got to do. Having to navigate the scammers, the merchants, the customers, the weather, our car, conditions, saturation, less opportunity. We can still make it. Don't get me wrong. Hustlers are going to go out there and figure it out. But it feels like there's just more and more obstacles month over month. Would you agree with that? Let me know what you think about that. Do you feel like month over month we're having to deal with more obstacles? Whether it is the things I've mentioned or things that we don't even know about yet that are going to come down the pipe. It's hard out here for a pimp, man. I'm trying to make the money for the rent. It's not easy. This work is easy. The work itself is easy. But the things that happen throughout it and around it make something easy that's very easy. It makes it harder than it needs to be. It makes it a lot harder than it needs to be. This does not need to be difficult. We shouldn't be needing legislation and this, and we shouldn't be needing these apps that help us. Shout out to Solo. We shouldn't need that stuff. We need it because the companies, scammers, politicians, customers, fellow drivers put obstacles in your way, in my way. And sometimes we are our biggest enemy. We put obstacles in a way that they shouldn't be there. We do that as well, but I think it happens out of frustration of when you're not making money, you're not seeing opportunity, and you feel defeated. And then it's like, what do I do? So let me read this from Kalai. This is from some insight from Cali. I know out here in Cali, a lot of drivers are not pleasant when interacting with the merchants, I bet, and customers. I have been told this by both merchants and I think there's just so many new. I think the customer service in this space, and that's why sometimes I think tips are down overall. The customer service is going down in some cases. The more people you add that are still trying to fight for that same dollar, the more people that are doing it, you're gonna get some really great ones too, but then you're gonna see ones that are coming in that just aren't really utilizing and working the platforms the way that they're intended and they should be. With respect, using equipment, being, and listen, that's coming from me. I call out customers all day long, right? But I ain't going into no merchant and acting a fool. I'm not gonna do it. I've always said, like, if it's late, if it's gonna be long, just unassign, boom, or I just don't go there because I know I might get frustrated. But all these obstacles, man, like, think about it. I won't pick up from that emails again. I just won't. Unless the pay is like crazy good and I happen to be there, then I'm not going to let his pettiness get in the way of my money. But probably not going to. That was the first time I've ever seen an offer from that emails on my Uber Eats phone. First time. But imagine I go in there again. He's like, oh, here's this guy. And he just thumbs me down automatically. And then my ratings are going down. What's going on here? What's happening? Like, for what? There's so much we can't control as a gig driver. We control some things, but there are some things we have no control, man. We have no control over certain situations. And that can be a little scary. My man Big Carl's in here, and he's been, he was repping the apps, and he was using them to his advantage and doing okay some days. But now he's just kind of fed up with it. I hope he's still listening. He's fed up. Accidents, the trash orders he's seeing, the games that they play. He's, now he's just like, man, I'm going to give me a W-2. I'm going to do something that doesn't make me feel like how I'm feeling. I think a lot of you felt that way. Some of you that are in here have shared with me privately struggles and things that you're going through, and situations, and the lack of opportunity or money that you're making now compared to a year ago or 2 years ago. And now we got scammers out here trying to take our earnings. It's crazy, man. Protect your earnings. If you get a call from any, just trust your gut instinct. Trust your gut instinct. You got to be careful. I do want to show you guys. I'm going to pull up, just for entertainment purposes, the little short I did earlier. And I want you to tell me, after you watch this, if you saw this, or if you've seen it, you can tell me how you felt. But if you've never seen it and you would see this, what would be your first initial reaction? Would you think it's cool? Would you think it's weird? Legit? Not legit? I'm going to play this short for you guys real quick. It won't take long. Just give me a second. This world is crazy. Man, listen, it is crazy. And it's going to be with everything going on, and we're in an election year, the next couple of months is going to be crazy. I don't know. When a customer thumbs you down, they don't send you to the service that customer anymore, correct? I'm not sure. So I wonder if it's the same for the merchants. That's a great question. I don't know. Maybe somebody in the chat can help with that, because especially with Uber Eats, I'm not sure. I'm gonna pull this video up. Give me a second. I want to show you this short. We'll play it like 2 times, just like 17 seconds. And I want you guys to tell me, is this dude scamming, or is he just a hustler? Let me find it. Give me a second. Oh, and this is also my first live without the DoorDash in the middle name. Can I get a thumbs up for that at least? Can I get a little love for that? This is the first live we've done on a Sunday night, where it's Pedro, Mr.BetonYou, Santiago. The DoorDash is not in the middle name on YouTube. Can I get an amen for that? All right, let me pull up this. Let me pull up this short for y'all real quick. Hold up. Let me go back into here. Okay, let me go there. Let me see. Ooh, I'm gonna have to turn. Oh, wow. Hold on. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. Is it? There it is. Okay. Let me go back there. It's just, I only did one short today. I saw the dude, and my initial reaction was, hey, that's pretty cool, right? But then I came back out of where I was getting something from. I was like, nah, this dude's tripping. All right, let me play it. Now that's betting on yourself. I'm going to try it. Okay, hold on. Right there. Okay, look. Okay. Let me get back on the stream here. Okay. Now, is this dude hustling or scamming? Okay, listen. The sound's off. You see right there, he's got like right there where my cursor is. Anyways, to the left of him, he's got a little violin case open. You can put money in. And then right there's a speaker. And he actually has his girlfriend or wife right next to that tree. And he's just, I noticed it when I came back out of the store, that he wasn't, the movements didn't match the music. This is a Camila Cabello song, I think. What's the song? Havana or something? Anyways. And his it doesn't match. He's just going like this. There's no, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if this guy is that skilled, what's he doing in a parking lot with some chancletas on? Now, I don't knock anybody's hustle. There are music savants out here that aren't on, making the big times. Okay, but let me ask y'all a question. Honestly, is this dude hustling? Is he a scammer? Do you respect it? The fact that he's got the balls to go out there and fake playing a violin to get money, or so the one. Put a 1 in the chat if you respect this dude. You respect him as a hustler. Put a 2 if you think this dude's a piece of shit and he's a scammer. Faking the funk. What do you think? Let's play a little bit more. Tell me what y'all see here. Look at him, look at him, look at him.
No, that's betting on yourself.
Look at him, look at him, look at him. Right there. He has this movement. He's just... Anyway, I've played it enough. Let me get rid of it. Oh, 3. No respect. I never respect cheaters. Okay. I see 2. 2020 says 3. Also, unless there's a mic on him, there's no way that the string instrument is playing through the speaker. Yeah, I don't know what you're trying to say here. What do you mean? Next time, make a request. Yeah, there was a woman recording him, and like for a long time, and I was like, oh, she must really like him. I'm like, no, I think she's gonna put this dude on blast. Hustling people out of their money. Yeah, but hold up. Oh, what was it? Parking lot pimp scamming. But if you enjoy the music, does it matter if it's coming from him or somebody else? I don't know. I mean, I think it's kind of it's definitely shady, but on some level, I mean, the dude's got balls. I'll give him that, but I don't respect him. Okay, Lou says it's all right. All right. There's electrical violins. Okay, is there? Yeah, I don't know. DJ scam it up. Maybe he was making a music video. It looks like some individuals must be pretty bored to even be talking about that guy. Are you saying I'm bored? What up, Kevin? I don't know, man. I just think the world that we're navigating right now, in the gig world or otherwise, there's just people that are trying to figure out any way to make a buck. I think that's and there's always been the whole Nigerian prince scam and people calling you and you want $1 million. Just send me this. You know, there's always been scammers. But I think now with the way AI works and the way people are desperate on both ends, right? I think scammers take advantage of that. I think a lot of scammers that are trying to scam Uber or DoorDash drivers or Spark or Instacart, it's because they know that the average person doing this kind of work is struggling and they just don't want to get in trouble. They don't want the app taken away. So if I'm a scammer calling like, hey, yeah, that ranch, that's from, you know, this is DoorDash support. That ranch is a fraudulent, whatever. It's from a stolen credit card. Can you validate your account with me so we can make sure that you get your pay for this or whatever? And we want to make sure that you're you and you're not the person that's in on this, because if that's the case, you're violating TOS. That's what the guy tried to tell me, right? We just need your email and your phone number and your last and your name so that we could make sure this is on the up and up and you can continue earning. Da, 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 da. That would scare some people. Imagine I'm a new driver. That could scare me. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll give you that info. I'm just trying to make money, man. I'm new at this. Thanks for calling me. Cobra, appreciate the 10. Think about that. I appreciate that, Cobra. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Everybody give that a thumbs up. But yeah, think about that. So when people are desperate, they go to hustle and scam and get their electrical violin or whatever, and go to a Noodles and Company Hampton Village. That's where I was gig-wise in Carl. I was in Hampton Village, Schnucks, and the dude was in front of the Noodles and Company. People are getting desperate. Scammers are getting desperate, and it's because we're desperate, and they're trying to manipulate on us. They think we're weak, and some of us are. I hate to say it, but it's tough. It's tough to be in this position, and that's why I think doing this work for an extended period of time, it's tough, man. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. He is on private property, not legal. Well, yeah, I mean, but listen, he can go out there for an hour before somebody might tell him to leave, before a cop shows up, or before the Noodles and Company say, "Can you not do that?" You know, who knows? He might have had permission to be there. I have no idea. I've never seen that guy there before, and I've been in that parking lot thousands of times. I've never seen him there. Madison, my girl, told me she saw somebody like last month, and then in the comments of that video, people were like, "Oh, this happens in Europe a lot," and I remember seeing other videos of people doing this and getting busted. Like, hey, you're not really playing that. Can you play this? And then and that didn't happen. I wasn't going to do that to this guy. I wasn't going to like wait for that. You know what I'm saying? It's a public parking lot. It is. Yeah. Look at this comment here from Casper. I used to scam payphones when I was a kid. I would shove shop rags in the coin return, then once a week go collect the change and buy candy. Oh Lord, appreciate that, Kobe. Appreciate that. Property tax is legal. He was at Walmart here. That's crazy. Yeah, on public property. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. He was in the parking lot. I have no idea. I'm not sure how all that works. I'm not here for that. But people are getting desperate, man. Don't get desperate, y'all. I believe we're gonna see some lean times coming up, and some of us are already in the lean times, or maybe you feel like the lean time is there for you in whatever work you do, gig work or whatever, right? Maybe your W-2s are cutting back in hours. Maybe I've seen in St. Louis, and GigWise can attest to this. I've seen a lot of restaurants close in the last like 6 months. A lot. Like if they didn't make it through the whole pandemic and then they survived and it's been a few years, they're gone now. Now I've seen some new ones pop up, don't get me wrong, but I've seen places that have been in business for a long time. And usually if they've been there like 10 or 20 years, that lease gets up and the franchise group or the ownership group doesn't want to renew the lease, and then they close the doors. Times are going to be lean. So what are we going to do? How are you going to react to it? What's the plan? W-2s are cutting back hours in some places. In some places you might get overtime. Some people are thinking, depending on how the political race goes, we're going to see the economy continue to go down or stay where it's at or go up. In some ways, the job market's really good, but the economy's not great for us situationally. So I don't know. But I feel like when we talk about scams and things, I think there's a lot of things in our world that are intertwined within the gig work and the things that we do and how we make our money and the people that we interact with on a daily basis. There's a lot of little scams that we might not even be like on top of mind every day, but they're there. They're right in front of us, kind of in plain sight. Kind of in plain sight. Adapt. We always got to adapt by getting on public benefits. Burger King is losing restaurants. Yeah. Burger King, Red Lobster, Jack in the Box here in St. Louis. A Hooters location where I live that's been around for a long time closed around a month ago. Kevin, was that the place you like to go? That sucks, man. Yeah, Hooters ain't what it used to be. I've walked into Hooters, I don't know, maybe I haven't eaten there. I couldn't tell you last time. I couldn't tell you. I think I've only eaten there once, actually, ever. Maybe twice. But like every time I walk in there, they're never busy. Either the one downtown, the one on South Lindbergh. Those are the two that I've walked into, and they're never busy. There's one or two guys at the bar, and you might see a table or two here or there. Never busy. I walked into the one downtown, there's dudes working there. I'm like, what is happening? And let me just, I don't want to offend anybody, but when I go to Hooters, I ain't trying to see no dude. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. I mean, everything's changing around us, man. It's crazy. But the scams, man, you gotta protect yourself. But I think it's when people are desperate, they're gonna try to scam and hustle. And then when you are in a vulnerable position, and a lot of times when we do this work, we're putting ourselves in vulnerable positions. And you get that call, and somebody's trying to get your earnings, man. They're not telling you what they're trying to do, but that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get into and change how your money is directed, so they can take what you got in there and take what you got. They're going to work for the next couple of days or whatever. So a lot of the scams happen towards the end of the week when you got a little jackpot in your earnings. So if you have DoorDash, I would say do the Dasher Direct Card because you get paid after every dash, and that protects you in a lot of different ways. Whether you get scammed or if you get deactivated, that money is still yours. It's not in DoorDash's hands. So what else you guys got on your mind? I've gotten a lot of emails. What up, Brandon? How you doing? Brian, what's up? Canada Club, what up? Juan, John. I just picked up a Hooters yesterday. Order was ready. Nice. I've been getting emails a lot. A lot of you guys have sent me some really interesting things in the next couple of weeks. I just haven't formulated like which one should I. I don't want to become paid to drive. If you know, I don't want to sit in my office and read emails, but I do want to react to some things that's happening in DoorDash because there's been some things I know. I've talked about this already, but I know a lot more markets this week on Thursday. They got the opportunity within their app. They got the Dash preference where they can turn the shop and pay offers off. So if you're somebody that's in a tier market and you're struggling to keep your ratings up, okay, you could turn that shop and pay off opportunities off. You won't see all the bad shop and pays if you're in a market where you see a lot of Dollar General whatever, and they're not good for you. And then it's not going to impact your AR because you're not seeing them. You don't take the bump when you don't take them. It is old news, but not in every market. I mean, I talked about it, I think, a year ago, but it hit markets this week. You know how they slow roll stuff out, you know. El Jefe says, Pedro, can you explain these unicorn $35 for 3 mile trips? This is my second, and I've gotten this week. It's not customer tips. It's Uber Eats base pay. Yeah, I think I did one. I had a $19 base pay on Bob Evans. I think sometimes if an order, if an order gets canceled by a driver because there was a long wait and then it has to go back in the pool, the algorithm, basically Uber Eats does a better job of DoorDash of making sure that that thing gets delivered with a crazy base pay, right? Even if it's not a lot of mileage. So I think I also know sometimes when you see something on Uber Eats specifically, and it's a lot of money for low miles, like a Jack in the Box, McDonald's, whatever, and it's usually fast food, and it's like in the morning or sometimes late night, it's because of that thing's, like that restaurant's closed or something happened, the tablet's not off, that order's been sitting there, it's been bounced around, a driver didn't like call Uber to cancel it, they just like dropped it. And then it just goes out there and you get there and, oh no, that order's not even our system. We don't have it, or we're not even open, or somebody already picked it up, or, you know. So you see some of those payouts that are kind of crazy high, and that's the reason for that. So I'm going to play this. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? We're going to watch this guy a little bit more. Hold up. So I got to take a potty break. I got to pee. Let's watch this guy play the violin. You guys ready? Watch this hustler.
No, that's betting on yourself. No, that's betting on yourself. No, that's betting on yourself. No, that's betting on yourself.
All right, that's enough of that, dude. Bathroom breaks requires a longer video. All this talk about scamming, no sign of more finance. Brandon, yeah, man. Listen, let me. You know what, Brandon? Brandon's a really good troll, but he's not a troll. He's just a good guy. Listen, you guys are gonna see a video very shortly that's gonna surprise some of you guys. Some of you guys are gonna like it. Some of you guys won't like it. Some of you guys won't get it. But knowledge is power, and the truth always comes out. So just be on the lookout for that. All right, what else have you guys got in your mind? If somebody has a good scammer story they want to share, I'd be willing to open up the StreamYard link to share. If you want to come up, let me know in the chat. I'm gonna read a couple of whatever you guys got going on. We can talk. We can do a little open whatever. I should go hard. Oh, Kevin, the cockroaches will always survive. Soon they'll be coming out with scam app. Man, I'm telling you, it's crazy. So if somebody's got a story, let me know. I'll open it up. I delivered one burrito from Chipotle for $26. $22 was the base pay. Not sure how many drivers canceled it before. Yeah, see, sometimes it's not always. Sometimes you can, there's other reasons. Sometimes Uber Eats, they lose money, but there's other factors to get that thing. I think sometimes also a customer complains, it's been a while, and then maybe when they do that, Uber Eats, it's like, we got to get this out there. Boom, put it out there to where the first person that sees it's gonna take it and gonna wait. Because that order might have been a $6, $7, and whatever, right? A couple of people declined it, somebody stole it, whatever. Like, this customer orders a lot, We need this delivered. Give this driver $22. You know, so I think sometimes that happens. You got some stories? Yeah, I bet. Been dashing since October and just added Uber Eats last week. So far, it seems worse than DoorDash in my area. Yeah, you know what I've seen, and I'll give a shout out to GigWise because I used to always give GigWise shit because I would always see crap orders on Uber Eats. I'm still seeing the crap on Uber Eats. The worst is the mileage is crazy, but and like I thought, because GigWise was doing a lot of Uber Eats and he was always do kind of good, and he didn't like DoorDash. The more that I'm working, the better offers I'm seeing. I still have to cipher through the baloney. I think my AR is 13% right now on Uber Eats. But it's just so bad. But I notice at night, if I'm working a little bit of dinner, they tend to treat me okay. It's just okay. It's okay. It's not trash like I thought it was. But $1 tip unless the restaurant's closed. Yeah, it's crazy. Instacart right now is wild, man. Walmart Spark I think is doing doubles. I've also done some Walmart Spark this week. I'm doing the shopping. It is very easy. That first one I didn't like, but it is easy. I think I did maybe 3 or 4 this week. Not a lot, but I did a few, and they were like 18, 19, 20 bucks, 22 bucks in that range. And it was usually 15 to 20 items. You know, it takes you like 30, 35 minutes from beginning to end. So not bad. Yeah, Sarah. You know what? You know one thing I don't like about the app? It's so touchy that when I'm like getting ready to take a picture of a drop off, it'll send me something and I'll accept something on accident, or I catch myself, or as I'm getting ready to pull up and I'm looking for the GPS, and it sends me something and everything goes away. I think the interface of Uber Eats and the notification of what they're sending you and when and the timing of it, oh my God, it's annoying. Sai says, I like Uber Eats. Is anyone having problems with the in-app map? I haven't. I like the app, it's not the offers. The app is easy to work as far as like to turn, like to get on and make money and then just turn it off. There's no, I mean, it's very easy when it comes to that. And I like that it's one button to accept, one button to decline. But they be trying to trick you, man. I'm telling you. Survive and Thrive knows. Is anyone having problems with the L? So you must be talking about the map. These apps are all about scamming in one way or another. So 2020, interesting. These apps are all about scamming. I don't know if I believe that. I do believe these apps are businesses. And most businesses, especially big ones, publicly traded ones, billion-dollar entities with CEOs and all these high-profile people with degrees or whatever, they're in it for money. And they want to make the most profit and the most bonuses and take care of them, their shareholders and their team. And we are the last that they want to take care of. They got to take care of them shareholders. They got to take care of themselves. They got to take care of the team, the merchants. We fall last on that list. Unfortunately, in a capitalistic world, that's how the cookie crumbles. The people doing the work are always going to be the ones crapped on. Now, sometimes, occasionally, you'll have a good company that'll come along and do things great. And that happens. There are companies out there like that still, but not the ones we work for. None of them. And I don't care what new app or what app, they all want to make money. Like the same way we want to make money, right? And the way they go about it is so crazy because they know that we're a dime a dozen. Like we're easily replaceable, man. DoorDash ain't missing me not delivering for them for the last 5 weeks or whatever. They don't care. They are not affected at all. Now, some merchants might not like that. They don't see me anymore, but they even don't care because if somebody's going to deliver, it doesn't matter. And DoorDash don't care if you got your sandals on, your flip flops, your PJs, your bonnet, and if you're in your pajama, your underwear, your swim, you just got done swimming, and now you're dashing and you're in your skivvies. As long as it's delivered, that's all they care about. They don't care who does it. They don't care what you look like. They don't care if you got a driver's license. They don't care if you got insurance. They don't care about any of that. They don't. They don't care. It's crazy. Some people think that the bubble's gonna pop. I don't believe that necessarily because I think people always got to eat. There's always going to be opportunity, but it's hemorrhaging at least. It's not popped, and I don't think it'll pop, but it's bloated. It's swelling to a crazy point, right? Down 27%. You know, actually, this past quarter, the quarterly report, the second quarter report, DoorDash exceeded expectations in sales. The stock did go down, but they exceeded expectations and order volumes were up quarter over quarter. So anybody that says DoorDash is dead and they're gone, no. Way less of a hassle on Grubhub. Nice. I like to hear that. The restaurants rate drivers and that rating matters. It does matter. Absolutely. Obviously, they don't care if the driver doesn't deliver it either. They steal and don't get the. I know, it's crazy. You know what? I was talking to somebody about that because a lot more restaurants are asking me to confirm. You know, and I've never had a problem with that. As long as I got the food or it's like right there in your hand, no problem. Boom, boom. I got no problem with it at all. But obviously, man, it's so easy to steal and get away with it. I mean, let me tell y'all a story. I was picking some up this week. It was on Uber Eats, and that food looked so good. It was towards the end. I knew I was gonna be done. There was just enough food for me, my girl. We could have ate good. I knew I had to pick up food anyway. I usually pick up some or go to the store, pick up something and cook it. Man, I knew I could have picked that food up, confirmed pickup, confirmed delivery, and drove home. What's the worst that's going to happen? I'm going to get a rating, a knock. I'm going to have a customer maybe call me. Where's my food? You said you dropped it off. Oh, I don't know what happened. I can tell Uber I didn't pick it up. Or I can tell Uber I got a flat. I got car issues. I can't deliver this. Then you might get a contract violation or you ain't going to get deactivated. You do that once, you ain't going to get deactivated. It's so easy to scam as a driver as well. It is. Everybody's scammers on here, man. They can do that gig-wise, yes. But think about it. You picking up a nice steak dinner from Outback, a couple fillets, a porterhouse, a T-bone, them blooming onions, a loaded baked potato with some broccoli, some French onion soup. Ooh, sounds good to me. Some catfish, maybe a little lobster tail. $120 worth of food. My family would eat fantastic. And I'll be able to dash or Uber Eats or whatever the next day. Some would say that's a hustle. Some drivers steal food and say, these companies take from us, I'm going to take. That customer will be fine. They're going to get a refund. It's just like stealing from a bank. They're insured. Bank robbers will be like, I'm not stealing from the people. I'm stealing from the bank, the entity. Some truth in that. Not all scammers, not all hustlers are bad necessarily. Now, would I ever steal food from a customer in a restaurant? No, because karma's going to come around. I don't need to steal. I think that would be a very greedy thing to do, very entitled thing to do. I can afford to eat ramen if I had to. It doesn't, you know what I'm saying? So we should never be doing that. But I think some people do it, and they justify it based on how the apps treat us. What do you say to that? I hear you, Ceci. Me too. Dan Pettit will be giving out the plays on the internet. I mean, come on. We're not dumb here, right? Let's see. Gigwise says, I picked up an order from J. Gilbert's Steakhouse at West County Mall a couple of weeks ago. My God, I bet. I don't think I've ever picked up from there. Gilbert's at West County. I know the spot, but I've never eaten or picked up from there. Wasn't that something else before, Tim? Wasn't that it was a seafood? Was that like a Landry's before? Like 10 years ago? Steal from corporations. Listen, let's talk about that, Kevin. I'm not necessarily against that. But when you steal from a corporation or a customer, you're only getting something, you're only winning for that day or that moment. Because you can't steal forever, you're going to get caught. The customer shouldn't be impacted. But the company, yeah, I guess, but drop in a bucket for them. Drop in a bucket. No matter how the app treats you, you're still a thief. Yeah. It wasn't Landry's. I had a coworker. Yeah. You sure it wasn't Landry's? No, I think you're right. Not Landry's, but something similar to that. Yes. Yes, that's it. Something. Yes. 100%. Sorry, me and Gigwise are St. Louis boys right now. So, Sherry, have a good night. Appreciate you stopping and hit the thumbs up on the way out. Justin says, I got a $220 tip for a $1,000 Chipotle order, 12 big catering boxes, 15 pounds each, only 3 miles. That's a fantastic order. I got 2 gig wise. I don't know if you saw these today. I had 5 orders in my deliver that. They all came in quick. And then I decided, and then I got another 2 after I unloaded 2 out of the 5. Anyways, I got 3 right now. I got an 8 a.m. Do you see the 8 a.m. South Lumber Krispy Kreme? I'm doing that. Going to downtown. And then I got 2 taco joints, candados. I got one at 10:30 and then one's at like 11:20. They're both $1,100. I got 2 catering orders. I wasn't going to do the 1,100, the first one, but when they send me the other candados, I knew I can route those. So I'm like, I'm just going to, and the other one was 1,100. And I think I'm doing them by myself. You know how to deliver that, $1,000, they can split it up. These are easy. One's going around the block. The other one's going 4 miles that way. I'm going to be able to do them back to back. But so I got 3 delivered as tomorrow, which that's perfect for me. But like $1,100, man. Did you see those? I saw 0 offers. I had 7 today. 7. Because after I got the 5, I got another 2. I've seen 7. You'll be by yourself. Yeah, I mean, I can handle it. Anyways, just listen. Sometimes I just like to talk with y'all. We're just hanging out. How much are you getting? That's the problem, bro. Kevin, I got to get undelivered, man. I'm only getting 21 and 20. Like they're paying like $21 in base pay plus the tip pool. So basically, these are, we'll call them $45 orders each. So not bad, especially but there's more than a $45 tip. The tip pool is going to be 21 to 27. I'm getting, this is kind of embarrassing to admit, but I have to be honest with you guys. $1,100 worth of food, and I'm getting a 20 something dollar tip for $1,100 worth of food. I got to set this up too. Planet Sub. I had a Planet Sub the other day. I got 1 delivered from Planet Sub. I mean, think about that for a second. I'm going to deliver $2,200 of food combined for those 2 orders we'll call it the base pay is basically paying me to pick it up and set it up. So it's $21 each to pick up, set up on these are super easy, but I'm not getting all that tip. I'm not even getting a fraction of that. I'm basically getting 40 something bucks in tips for $2,200 worth of food. Pedro, I'm actually glad I don't. There's been a lot of orders on deliver that I refuse to deliver because I know how good the tip went. I know, man. And I'm battling that. But I do a lot. I pick up a lot from that Mexican joint. I know all of them now, like you do. I know all of them. And $1,100 worth of food and you're getting 45 is abysmal. It is. But listen, y'all, what do? Do I not do business with Deliver That? The other order I got rid of because I want to do the other candados was a $500 order. So what do? Like, I'd rather do a $100 Krispy Kreme order like in the morning. It's going to be boom, 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 and that's going to pay me $33. I'd rather do that, but do I just not do it out of principle? Somebody else is going to wind up doing it. But how do you only pay the tip pool, that's where the tip pool sucks, man. $1,100 back-to-back orders. $20 base pay. Yeah, it is. I definitely won't. Man, what up, Texas? How you doing? I don't know what you want to do. I don't know. You should bet on you. Start your own gig apps called Bet on You. I'm definitely not starting no gig apps, man. Yeah, it's crazy. Seriously, yeah. Yeah. You know what? I have it on this phone that I'm recording with, but sometimes when I took a screenshot earlier. I think it might pop up on my phone here. Here it is right here. Look. I'll show you guys. Here's the first one. $1,100. You see that? And then the second one, there's a pay, $20 in base pay, $20.77. And then the other one, there it is right there. There's the second one. $1,100. $1,102.50. Unless I showed you this. Yeah, $1,108 and 11. I mean, bro. And I got to connect that Deliver That. I mean, I'm not going to change the way they do business, but I'm going to, next time I talk to them, be like, what's up with these $1,000 deliveries? And I'm getting a 21 to 27. Like, well, come on, guys. There has to be some gray area when an order's that large And you know that tip, I know that tip's at least $100. Come on. I should be done for the day. I should be able to do these 2 orders, the other one, make $230 in like 3 hours and be done. I'd rather just not have the tip. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's crazy. Can you use Gmail or email for DoorDash app? I know it's a dumb question. I don't know what you're saying. I got paid like $33 for 2 orders today, and it wasn't catering, just 2 small bags. Nice. I'm doing large delivered orders like that because it's easy for me and had nothing undelivered. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna do them. I'm probably gonna make the video tomorrow will be about delivering $2,200 of food and only making this amount of money, and I'll film some of it, and we'll see. That's too much. It is a lot. I'll say this: it's easy though, and I like doing business with them. It's easy. Listen, they can be sometimes. I'll say this though: I think the apps overall are more of a positive than a negative. Even if we give them crap, and we can give them crap, I think overall for us it's still a positive. We're still working them, guys. And if it was that bad, we can find something else. But we can still talk a little shit on them. I know, man. Well, you know what? It's funny, Kevin. I think a lot of the receipts I see, they charge a $30 deliver that charge, or Easy Cater charges a $30 fee, delivery fee, but then like they take that out in the promotion, like right on the 2 lines below it. So I'm not sure how much, partnership with the restaurant. Listen, here's a question. Say you do orders from the same restaurant every day 1 week and see nothing from them for 2+ weeks. I wonder if the catering apps throttle us down. I don't know. It's interesting. I do know that a lot of these catering companies, and GigWise, you know this, that fall under the Easy Cater umbrella, they're all actually operated by the same company. It's just one big, then they do things different, but they're just a subsidiary of a big company. So I don't know. It is what it is. I mean, this is a grind. The work that we choose, why we're, how we're doing this, it's a grind. It's a grind. And I know, I mean, one of these deliveries I think is going, both of these drop-offs aren't easy logistically. I'm going to have multiple, but still, by the time I get to noon, right, I'll have, 110, $115, $120. That's what I would have made. And I'm okay with that. Cause like I said, I'm not trying to stay in my car all day. I'm working less in the gig app. So I'm trying to just cater in, cash flow, boom, get in, get out, get on with the rest of my day, make more videos, got the other channel going, trying other things, doing other things. I'm not trying to sit in my car all day anymore. Trill, what up? Your channel will take off to the next level when you actually start. BOY. Trill, you know what, man? You ain't lying, bro. I'm not even gonna hate. That's a real comment. It's tough though. It's hard to get used to doing something for a long time and seeing a certain result and making money, and it's tough. But yeah, I think you're 100% right. I think you're 100% right about that. Kathy says, I did deliver that, and the restaurant had a paper that had the info, and they said the customer only tipped 10. Thankfully, I was in the tip pool. Yeah, no, sometimes you can see that, and that's where the tip pool comes in handy. Thunder, appreciate the 10, man. What's Thunder saying? Hope you had a great weekend. I did, man. I hope you had a good one. Safe travels. I don't know where you're at. I think I know where you're at, but I'm not going to say. But safe travels. I think I saw you mention something on Flexes, and I hope you guys are having a good time, man. When you come back around this way, we'll have lunch again. Pedro, Cater, and Cash Flow Santiago. Joya's daily orders on DoorDash. Look at the pay and tips here. Yeah, 70. That's crazy. Joya's, man, and her local joint. Just want to see you ascend, bro. I love your channel. I appreciate that, Trill, man. I appreciate the support, bro. I love that, man. Thank you. Yeah, GigWise, I hear that about that place. Yeah, I've heard you say that before. Adrian, how you doing, man? I think DoorDash eventually goes bankrupt or has to merge. A lot of people have been talking about the merge thing. All these apps can't keep this. They aren't even showing profits yet on their earnings. I invest and listen to the calls. Well, let me ask you this. There's obviously a benefit to show that you're not profitable sometimes, right? These companies are making money. They're just not using it wisely, or they're hiding it and doing other things with it. I do believe that. But I have a slightly ignorant approach on that. I don't, you might be, obviously, if you're in those calls, you might know a lot more than me. But it's interesting that you say that. I don't think you're wrong. I'll do Joya's over on deliver when I can see everything. Yeah. I used to do a lot of DoorDash from Joya's, man. A lot. Manny, what's up, man? Pedrito is doing fantastic. I appreciate you for being here. Appreciate you for asking. FFS, the DoorDash owner, has a $2 million condo. Yeah. I mean, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. So listen, you know, we're here talking about the apps, this, that, scammers. You know, we're at the bottom of the food chain, guys. Let's just call it what it is, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm at the bottom of the food chain when I deliver. You're at the bottom of the food chain. It is what it is. You can be at the bottom of the food chain and still make money and still provide for your family. Nothing wrong with being at the bottom of the food chain. I know garbage men that pick up garbage cans, put them in their trucks, make 50, 60 bucks an hour. I know guys that have their own routes. They make a killing. It's not about where you are in the food chain. It's just a reality. Can you survive on the bottom of the food chain when the customers and companies are trying to get you and the scammers are trying to get you? Only you can answer that question. It's a personalized question. There's no right or wrong answer. You have to answer that for you. But we're at the bottom. And some of us are going to level up and get to this level, and maybe we're at the bottom one week, and we get this W-2, we're feeling a little bit better, we're feeling good, we're making money, we're making the ends meet, we're leveling up our financial situation. We don't always have to be at the bottom. Where you're at right now does not mean that that's what you valued at. It just means that that's where you're at now. You could do a lot of other things. But when we're delivering food, we're at the bottom of the food chain. And it's okay, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it. It's just a reality. Garbage delivery guys making $100K a year, and some say, "Oh, that's what I'm saying. Those guys are killing it." We were in Michigan last week. We got back on Monday, right? So we were there last week. This time last week, I was in Michigan, and on the way as we were leaving that Monday, I saw it's Bel Air, Michigan, small town. I don't even know what the population is, but it's small. And I saw a guy with a truck, and he was a garbage guy. He's picking up. Oh, he was on his route, and that guy could have been an owner operator, he could have been an employee. I have no idea. But my point was, man, that's a good gig to have. Imagine if that's his business, and he's picking up the recyclables, he's picking up the big junk, the trash, and he's got a town like that, and he's got a couple of trucks. Maybe he's got one truck. He just picks up people's junk. Big stuff, not even trash, just like big things. He hauls it away. You can make a living doing that kind of work. There's always opportunities around out there. Don't just think you got to be on a low man on the bottom of the food chain delivering for DoorDash and Uber Eats. There's other opportunities. There's definitely other opportunities. I mean, a light bulb went off. Like, there's people that do that kind of stuff here in St. Louis. People will pay you to do things they don't want to do. People will pay you to do things they don't want to do. You're getting paid right now from the delivery apps because people don't want to go in their car to get their food or do their shopping. People will pay you to do what they don't want to do. I got a guy that just started a couple years back. I mentioned this in a video maybe a few weeks ago. He cleans people's gutters. He doesn't install like the gutter covers. He doesn't do any of that. He knocks on people's doors. Now he's got a couple guys that work with him. They make a killing. He knocks on doors. And most people say no, or they do it themselves, or they already got a guy, or I got a cover. But he knocks on doors and say, "Hey, I want to give you a free estimate. I got my ladder. Can I go up there and see how your gutters are looking? I'll clean out the first one. The first one in the front, I'll do for free for you. I'll show you what I do. I'll clean it all up. I'll bag it away, haul it out. I just want to get in the ladder and see what you're looking like. It won't cost you anything." He gets up on his ladder. If there's stuff up there, he takes it out, shows them, "Hey, I can do this whole house for you. You might have some issues, damage. I can do this. I can be done in a couple hours. $400, done." Or whatever the price is. I'm just saying. And he could do a couple a day, make $800. Now he's gonna have a lot of people say no, but then he does one word of mouth in that neighborhood. He's got a neighborhood. He goes there every quarter, whatever it is, makes his money. Opportunities are around you, like all around you. Do you want to put some sweat equity, some time? You want to knock on doors? You want to work the gig apps, whatever. Opportunity, 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 opportunity. 100%. 100%. I've thought about going into business with this dude, Tim. He makes good money. He works. But he makes good money. And it's not doing hard. I mean, it's not easy work. It's not hard. You know, nobody wants to be on a ladder but it's not hard. You don't need a lot of tools either. You don't need a lot of equipment. You don't need fancy things. You know what I'm saying? The Christmas light thing though, yeah, listen, man. Yeah, it is. Darren, I've thought about that, but I don't want to be doing all that, but I am so not doing garbage, says Sally. I'll tell you what, right now, if somebody offered me an opportunity to be a garbage man for, let's say, all of 2025, I had a route. It was Monday through Friday, whatever, 4 a.m. to 2 p.m. So 10 hours a day, 50 hours a week, let's just say, right? And they're going to pay me, if I had to do it just for a year and they were going to pay me like $50 an hour, man, I might have to take them up on that. I'll listen. I'll give me some work boots. I'll throw it in the trash bag. I got no problem. Pressure washing, yeah, that's a hot thing too. You got to have a good, that costs, some upfront costs with the equipment and things like that. But yeah, that's a good hustle. Once you pay for that equipment and then then everything's cake after that, man. Troy, absolutely. This is very easy. It is very easy. So yeah, I just want to come on here and talk about them scammers, share a couple of stories. This is Sunday Night Live. Obviously, we're going to have less people in these lives now. I realize that. It's been a long time since I've had 132 people on Sunday. And I'm appreciative, not complaining. But I realize a lot of people, hey, DoorDash isn't in the middle lane. People aren't doing DoorDash anymore. We're going to start seeing a shift here, and I'm good with it. If there were 5 of you guys watching, I would have stayed and we would have had the same exact conversation. I appreciate everybody for coming in here. Good combos, asking questions, sharing information, giving you guys a place to end your week and talk your talk. You're good, you're bad, you're indifferent. Get it all out so that you can go into the next week clear-headed, right? And go and hit your goals and whatever you're trying to accomplish. I've got 3 deliver that's tomorrow. First one's at 8 a.m. That'll be easy. Then I got 2 monsters back-to-back $1,100, and I'm going to do both of them. And I'll make a video about it, and I'm sure something will happen. But the routing of it's perfect. It's easy. One of them's literally going, one of them is on a one-way, GigWise knows, and I could walk it over. If it was a small order, I could literally walk it over, but I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm going to have to put in all these things in the car and just do a little U-turning and go around and boom. But I'm going to do them, and that's going to be the video for tomorrow. So hopefully that, Jose, appreciate you, bro. Always coming in with the 149 super sticker. I like how Jose does the super stickers instead of the super chats. I think it's cool because he's like one of the only one that does the super stickers. So I love him for that, and I love him, man. Appreciate that. Stoffel says, I'm a handyman, umpire, ref, dasher, Uber, and Lyft. I love that, man. I love all that hustle right there. I love that shit. I love it. And put Jose's back up. I love it. No boss. Yep. Love that. And that's the thing, to your point, there's gigs and hustles out there. There's ways to make money. What are people wanting to not do that you could capitalize and earn off of? That's all a hustle is. There's a need. They don't want to do it, but there's a need, and you step in, you fulfill the need, and you get paid for your time. That's it. And there's going to be a lot more of that. A lot of traditional work is going to continue to go into W-2 space, or a lot of traditional W-2 is going to continue to go into the gig space, whether it's app gig based or whether it's gig based that's like you're kind of an employee, but you're not an employee. That's going to continue to happen. Bids and contracts. That's the way. I had Tim, GigWise. Did you see that $1,100? It came in at $1,000. It was $1,100 curry going to Ann Arbor, Michigan Saturday. I almost took it, and I should have, and I didn't. I accepted it. I looked at it, and I saw the notes, and then I got a thing from Curry, and then I text them back. They didn't say anything, and then I let it go because I was with my family. I should have done it. And then they gave me a ding. They gave me a violation, and my driver score went down because I self-unassignment. First time I've ever done that. Anyways, I don't know if you saw that. 500. It would have been like almost 1,100 round trip miles for $1,100. So basically, my profits would have been about 900. I don't know if you saw that on Curry or not, but I'm deactivated on Curry for inactivity. Oh, for not accepting order. Yeah, I've only done one in I think a month, the last month. But it was $1,100. Would you have taken that? Ann Arbor, Michigan. It was medical equipment. First time I've ever gotten that kind of offer. There was a little pop-up screen. This is medical equipment. You have to do this. $1,100. 3 items. Like a 45-pound and like 2 25 or 30-pound items. I could have hauled it. $1,100. $1,100. As football season creeps on TV, the orders will start to increase. Oh, football's coming back, baby. Doing that trick. What up? What was the mileage? It would have been 1,100 round trip. Ann Arbor, Michigan was like 520 from where I was at. And I was going to pick up from a medical place on South Grand. So I don't know if it was a hospital or like a medical equipment. I didn't get that far, but they dinged me. They gave me a strike or whatever the fuck they call it. I don't care. I don't care about Curry. But I had never seen Ann Arbor, Michigan. Hell no, go green. Yeah, so and I had just come up from kind of that way. So I was like, damn. That was, I mean, I would have made profit $900. Go Giga. Appreciate the 5, brother. Thank you. I could have done that, but I would have tried to wait it out to go up more. Yeah. So it started it showed 1,000, and then when I hit it, when I accepted it, it was in my queue. It was 1,100. So the bonus on it was like $300 and something. So initially it was out for like $600. Anyways, listen, if I could do one of those a week, and that's what I'm gonna go towards is obviously with Curry and other apps you can bid for loads. That's where I want to be. And if I can just do one of those a week, I'm good. You know what I mean? I don't mind driving, but I should have just taken it. But we were going to go out to dinner, or we were at dinner. We were going to go take the kid to the movie, and we didn't wind up going to the movies for other reasons. But I almost didn't want to interrupt. But I saw it, and I was like, I got to look at this just to get all the full details. And then I didn't do it. But appreciate that 5, Go Gabe. Appreciate that, man. I'd rather get on a load board. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm going to look towards. Me and you got to have lunch, bro. I want to pick your brain about a couple things. Rivera. Loke, how you doing? ¿Qué pasa? Yes, 1,100 a week is good. Yeah, I mean, I would have been, if I would have, another reason about that, it came in, it was like 6 p.m. and it was a rush. It wasn't a scheduled. So that means I would have been driving overnight and I would have had to make a decision. You know, that's basically 9-hour drive. And then do I want to drop it off and come right back? I don't want to drive 18 hours in a row. It's not good, not healthy. Or I would have stayed somewhere, could have slept my car, cheap motel, still would have made $850, $900 profit, and then come back the next day. So I would have came back at some point today, didn't have anything going on today, and I would have had $900 profit going into next week. I mean, it would have been a great way to end my week going into the next week. But you don't see those often, so it is what it is. Tomorrow I have that one order and Zoom meeting at noon. Still need to try and make another 150 after that. Why other tuber calling you out like Steven? I don't know. I have no idea who Steven is, but yeah, I don't know. People can call me out. I call people out. It's all good. No love lost by me. And money for my kids. Who's Steven? I don't even know who Steven is. Man. Not healthy enough. 1,100 a week in my successful goal for the last 18 months. Nice. Yeah, I could have wrapped that up in just one little run, but those are, I mean, I've only seen something like that like 1 or 2 other times on Curry, so it is what it is. It's not normal. Cross the state lines for commercial purposes can be, you know, the thing. The happy clam. So that's the live tonight, y'all. I appreciate the super chats. I appreciate the thumbs up. I appreciate the love, the questions, the comments, the concerns. It's been an interesting week. You know, for me, I'm excited. I'm going to start really making content. I have right now, I've got 4 YouTube channels. Me and Hannibal have one. We don't do a lot on it. We like to just talk. And we're going to get, we go live Mondays and Wednesdays. If you know, that's like a passion project. I just like to hang out with him on lives, but that is a monetized channel. And I'm going to get another one monetized. I still need some subscribers and watch hours, but I'm going to work to get that up and going. And obviously we have this one, which will start to shift and change, but that's okay. Still going to talk to gig stuff and everything, but I know that the viewership and things is going to be different. The subscribers it's different here now, and that's okay. And I got another one, a faceless channel that I'm starting. Not even using my face, I'm using my words, but not my voice. That's going to be interesting. The potential on that channel could be, so I'm going full in on the content creation, y'all. I'm going hard on the content creation, and I'm still going to do these gig apps and things because there's still value in it. But yeah, hold up. Did you send me something? What did you say? Just sent you a text. Hold up. It's on my other phone. I'm not going to see it. I'm not going to see it unless, hold on. Let me do this for a second. You guys are going to get double vision. You guys ready? 2 pages. Oh, shit. Bear with me. Oh, what the fuck? Why is it doing that? Okay. We're good? Feedback? Hold on. Let me... God damn. Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ. All right. Are we still live? Why does it do that? Okay. I can look at it now. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys this. $48 Costco 2 days ago. Oh wow, look at this. Look at this order. This is from Gigwise. It looks like all kinds of lemonades and stuff. Oh, the light's not gonna. You guys see that? How many is that? By my calculations, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 8, 2, 4, 2, 4, 6. So 6, 12, 18, 36. That looks like 50. Dude, you got like 100. And there's something on the end there. That looks like 100. How many was that? Tilted down. Pedro just broke the interwebs. Dude, I can't. Anyways, look. There you go. You guys see that? That looks like 100. 30 2-packs and 15 2-packs and 3 packs of coffee. Damn. $48. Listen, bro. That's just about as bad as my catering I got to do tomorrow. I don't know. Which one's worse, y'all? $1,100 of catering and you're getting paid 40-something bucks, or shopping and delivering that for 48. Which would you rather do? Catering or that? You guys put it in the chat before we leave. I don't know if I do that. That's a lot. I mean, it's probably pretty easy because you got them all in the cases and stuff. Paid 48. It took me about 35 minutes start to finish. Yeah, I mean, that's good. Costco on Uber Eats pays good in my market. That's crazy. Costco has I love me my sample ladies at Costco. So I don't know if you guys knew this. Interesting segue. Good way to end it. I'll show you guys my Uber. Here's the thing I was talking about earlier. These satisfactions at 90. Fucking emails guy can suck my balls. Anyways, acceptance rate 13%. But I'm what do you call it? I'm platinum or something. Anyways, I don't know. Well, let me show you guys something real quick. I just realized that I know that there's an Uber Eats Pro, right? So you get a your rewards 1 year Costco Gold Star membership. It's a free membership to Costco, and we were talking about getting one. And I went to enroll, and I'm waiting on the email for the promo code. But I don't know if anybody knows that you could do that. Has anybody had the free membership? I want that membership. It's free. Give me that. I'll take it. So, yeah, I'm waiting to get the email for that, but I don't know. %. Oh, Lord, that's crazy. I'm a shopaholic. It's made for hauling. Oh, yeah, he's got that cargo. He's got that red cargo with the no windows. Catering. Yeah, listen. That's a lot of lemonade he's hauling. So listen, y'all have a great night. Here's my deliver that's for tomorrow. I'll show you guys real quick. I got the 3. I'll show you my plan route. Look at this. There's the plan. So you see that first one at the bottom. That's the first one at the bottom is the donut shot I got to go to, and then everything else is all in downtown after that. So super easy. Super easy. Got 3. I'd love to have 4 tomorrow, man. If they would give me one right after, because my last drop off, I'm gonna be done by 11:45 tomorrow, so that'll be good. Customer helped unload and the limit. Ooh, nice. Joshua, what up? Troy, what up? Jim, what up? Just took an Uber Eats stacked order where I person tipped $3, the other tip 5 cents. Man, see that if you're a human being tipping 5 cents, I'd rather you not tip me at all. Jim, that person deserves a slap across the face, man. That's crazy. You tipping a nickel. Just keep your nickel, scumbag. That's crazy, Jim. Y'all have a good night. I'm going to go peruse YouTube a little bit, see if anybody's live, see if anybody's doing anything funny. Watch a little bit. I'm going to relax. My girls are probably sleeping upstairs. Fun live. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me still. These Sunday lives aren't going to go anywhere. When important things happen, we'll talk about them as topics. And other times we'll come in here and we'll just hang out. So appreciate y'all. Appreciate all the super chats. Y'all have a great Sunday. If you're with somebody right now in a room and they're your kid, a family member, a friend, tell them you love them and give them a hug. I'll see you guys next time.